In this video, we'll go over the relationship between arrays and pointers in C++. I've already defined an array of size 5 here. The name of the array is list, and written a loop to display the content of this array. Let's run it, make sure that it works. Here it is, that's the output. The content of the array list is 27193. The element at index 0 is 2, the element at index 1 is 7, and so forth. Now, the name of an array is a constant pointer to the starting element in the array. That means the name list that you see here is a pointer to element 2 in the array. And that allows us, that relationship allows us to use pointers to actually access elements of an array. To see this, we can write a loop here, a for loop, int I equals to 0, I less than the size of the array 5, and I plus plus, and then have a statement cout that displays list plus I, and then follow that up with a bit of space, and then dereferencing star open parentheses list plus I, and then end line. Now let's see what happens in this loop. A list, the name of the array, points to the starting element in the array. So list holds the address of the element 2, the element at index 0. So as I is incremented, this list plus I consecutively will point to the rest of the elements in the array. By pointing, I mean it will hold the address of the elements in the array. So list plus 1 basically holds the address of the element at index 1. And then when I dereference that location, I will access the value at that location. So when I is equal to 0, star list will display 2. When I is equal to 1, star list plus 1 basically displays the element 7. So let's try this and make sure that this is what is taking place here. There you go. So list plus I basically holds the address of the elements of the array, and then dereferencing the name of the array plus I gives you the content of the locations, the elements of the array. Now we can also write another loop here. I can copy and paste. This statement here, this loop. Control V. Basically, this list plus I, in a way, is the same as the address of the elements of the array. It is equivalent to ampersand list I. Keep in mind, list I is just the elements of the array. So when I apply the ampersand, the address operator to it, it returns the address of that particular element, which would be the same as list plus I. So these two are the same. I can run it and you would see that list plus I is the same as ampersand list I. Shows you the same locations. Right? And in fact, I can show you another loop here. Control V. When you dereference the location list plus I, that is exactly the same as the value of the array at that particular index, list I. They are the same. We can verify this by running the code here. And looking at the output, you see that the contents are the same. Dereferencing list plus I will produce the same output as list I.